Good morning, Kabroda crew. Welcome back. Hopefully y'all are doing well after yesterday. A little bit of sideways price action. Maybe a little bit of a trade, but not anything really crazy. Kind of just trailed sideways a little bit. So, yeah, hopefully y'all are back and ready to jump into it today. Welcome to everybody that's here. Welcome Spirit. Welcome Gross Funk. Welcome Dawson. Welcome Kathleen. Yeah. Thanks y'all for coming, joining our live session. Hopefully get something here on the trade here. We'll see where the markets are at today. See what we got going on. If you've been around the stream for a while, you know we're kind of in a little bit of a sideways kind of price action lately. So sideways to kind of like a reversal pattern. So. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of real trades lately. Just a lot of kind of chop price action. Our system is more based off of a little bit more directional lean. So we're kind of waiting for price to kind of flip and hopefully start going up. So yeah, we'll see. Looks like we're building a little bit of a bottom here where we're at right now, but you know, only time will tell, so we're just going to keep watching and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Could be another pretty boring day. Nothing too special. We'll just have to jump in, look at the charts, and see what we think about it for today. Well, thanks for joining. So, yeah, we can jump on over to the site here in a second. Head on to our other screen and check out our website here. So if you've never seen this before, it's Kabroda.com. It's our website that we use for trading. We basically got our indicator on here. We got our indicator basically built into the website, and then we also have like a trading view, like actual indicator. I would just say indicator because that's probably the closest thing to kind of describe what we're looking at. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see as we kind of break it down here. Yeah, but let's start off by just hitting the initiate calibration button. The cool thing about our website too is you can use some different coins here if you wanted to. You can use different sessions, but we're sticking with Bitcoin for today and also with the New York futures. We do have a bunch of different coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Doge, etc. A couple more, and then we also got some different sessions like New York futures, New York equity, London, Tokyo, Sydney. So they're all on there. You can choose whatever you'd like. We trade the New York future sessions most of the time, so that's kind of the trade that's setting up right now. And that's basically like during the live, that's kind of the session for the day, or session for when we're streaming. And then you can see the timeline down here. 7:30 open, 7:30 to 8 o'clock is kind of the get ready calibration kind of time. And then 8 o'clock is when you actually can log into the site, hit initiate calibration, get some levels, and then see what kind of trades we got for today. And then we close at 3:30. So if you're not already in a trade by like 2 something, 33 something, then you're gonna want to just go ahead and not get in, because that's kind of the end of the liquidity, and then we'll kind of run into the next session. I believe it's London right after that. I don't remember. But yeah, we'll lead into the next session. I guess you can kind of and look at it. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the thoughts there. So down here we got our different levels for the day. So we got our daily resistance, daily support. We got a breakout, breakdown trigger. All of these are actually support and resistance lines. If you don't know what those are, they're basically lines on the chart where price is going to have some sort of hesitancy or rejection, or something's going to happen at the lines. More than likely, it kind of depends on how you put your lines on there. For us, we use all math, so all of these are based off of math and stuff like that. But some people will just use like the chart and just put a line where maybe the chart tested it 1 or 2 times or 2 or 3 times, and then that'd be a resistance level there. You could even say, oh, our all-time high is a resistance line, our all-time low is a resistance line. Like all of those are going to be resistance or support, or I guess all-time low would be a support line, but you know, all of them can be resistance or support lines. Price action be looking for the 71K level, possibly. I don't know about today, we'll see. There's a possibility there. More than likely, I guess there's definitely a possibility. Just based off of the lines right now, we were gonna, that's wrong. There we go. We are gonna take the trade to the upside. This is what we'd be looking at. So target 1 would be that 71K level. So there's definitely a possibility we take it to 71K if we break to the upside. We are in a weird market, like we said, so there's really a possibility for either way. We're gonna have to break up a bit to get to the upside, and then we'll see if we can take it up there. But there's also that possibility of the downside. Oh, I haven't updated levels yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to go. So once you get done with the setup here, you want to go ahead and copy the levels, and then we'll head back to trade and view. You'll want to put our indicator on here. It's also on our site. And then you open the settings, grab the level string here, and paste it in there. And then these are the new levels. So target. Okay, almost a little past target 3 would be that 71K level. So maybe there's a possibility. We have no. Wait a second. I got 2 lines on here. Okay, so this here's the resistance level. So it's about a 0.5 there on the gap there, which is basically the way that we kind of measure it there. Once you have a gap kind of like that, 0.5 is pretty good. This gap. So more than likely that means we're going to run to the upside. You can do the same on the downside. However, our daily support and then also our breakdown trigger is like right on top of each other. So as far as, I'm going to take these off. As far as the day goes, yeah, it's not really looking for that downside right action. I guess I gotta move these down a little bit more too. Kind of change up this a little bit. So 71K is actually target 3. So there's a possibility that we run to 71K. We'll have to kind of be watching it today. The hard thing is our system we've been kind of working on is it uses the weekly bias to kind of figure out the trades for today, and typically, you know, that's a good thing because once the weekly bias is there, you kind of have like the wind at your back idea, and it's a lot easier to move in the same direction as the wind, you know. And so that's kind of what our thing is set up for. But lately the weekly's still bearish, so we're looking for more downside technically. But the chart is, in like most of the time frames, are starting to kind of flip, and you're seeing that slow rotation out of there. So it's like I was saying, our system is more directionally based, just based off of which direction we're actually going to go. And right now we're kind of sitting sideways and starting to see that turn instead of continuing down, which is not a bad thing. It just means our system's going to take a little bit of time to kind of recalibrate, just based off of like our knowledge of the system though in trading. We can talk about running the long here because we know it's 0.5, so that's pretty good distance there. We got our targets here on the Fibonacci. You can even use our spread here, so just based off of our spread, breakdown to breakout trigger, we're looking at least target 1, or target 2, sorry, 70,000 or so, 70,100. We do have some resistance up here, so that's important to note too. But yeah, there's definitely a possibility we get up to at least 70. It's also possible we can continue running up. More than likely we'll hit that second target though, if we do get the breakout. Yeah, so the main thing though is you just got to be a little more careful because the wind is still going bearish, even if it's not strong. So we don't want to be running against the wind trying to go up and not get out in time. So we kind of do strategies like moving your stop. So maybe once you get to target 1, move it to break even, stuff like that. And then also just enjoying the trade if you do get up in those levels, just taking it off. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for today. We can kind of go see what the battle box is saying, see what the breakdown is. I'm sure it will probably lean a little more bearishly, just because of like what I was saying, but there is a possibility we'll run to the bullish side. Close above the breakout trigger looks like it's free to run with the daily resistance being under the trigger. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's technically a pretty good setup. There's definitely a freedom to run. It's just, I was just saying, just be worried about the weekly bias, basically. Like I guess don't put too much merit in it. So we could run up there, and there's definitely a possibility there. It's just be mindful of it, I guess. And again, we're not financial advisors here on Kabroda Trading. We're just here for educational purposes only. We're just here to kind of talk to you guys, let you guys know what we're thinking about, let you see what we're looking at, maybe teach you a little bit about trading, but we're definitely not here to give any kind of financial advice or anything like that, or teach you about TA, I guess I should say. Yep, moving stop to break even will get you paid, basically. Because the best part about moving it to break even is even if it goes back in your face, which kind of sucks, you don't make the, I don't know, like say this is a 1-to-1, you don't make the $100 or whatever right there, but you do make you don't lose money, so you're still gaining. Helps save the account a little bit as we move into it. Let's go ahead and launch our battle box AI here, and I'm going to head back to our other screen. So we got this big green button here right next to our copy indicator data. Hit that. That'll take us to our battle box AI, and then all we have to do is paste in our script that we just copied when we click that, and this will give us a little update on kind of what it's doing. I don't know why it stopped thinking. Alright, there we go. That was kind of weird. Model lean today is neutral with negative 0.07 score and 7.2 confidence. That neutral exists because the structure is not cleanly trending intraday. 4 hours range, session is value. The price operating near value areas boundaries rather than cleanly building above them. Same time, there's background pressure, daily trend is down, and weekly force is bearish. And the structure slope is negative 0.5. That combination creates pressure, but pressure is not permissible. The system is essentially saying the larger backdrop leans heavy, but today's location is still rotation prone. So don't get to behave like a trend day until proof shows up. Permission is explicitly hold fire with requirements of just the typical, 2 minutes acceptance, 5 minutes alignment, which is 2 15-minute candles, closes above, and then a 5-minute retest. We have been trading the Predator system here on the channel though, so that's a little bit different than that. This is more of our basic, easy to read. You don't have to know too much, just kind of jump in, follow kind of just like watch price action and jump in when you need to. And I mean, like, everything's kind of like that, but the Predator system takes a little bit more TA knowledge and like term knowledge and stuff like that. So we call it more of an advanced system. But yeah, we'll be kind of watching that as that candle kind of forms. But we can't really jump into that candle until 7:30. That'll kind of form the Predator candle and kind of tell us what's happening and where price action is going. So yeah, we'll have to be watching it there. Yeah, let's check out the 4 hour on our actual chart, and we'll go ahead and see what the battle box says about it. Maybe do a little TA on it and see what we're thinking. 4 hours ranging, which is why today is being treated as a prove it environment. Ranges provide false starts. Price often pushes the boundaries, stalls, and then returns to value before a real direction move can sustain. That's why acceptance matters more than first touch today. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. They didn't really give a whole lot of stuff. Basically, we're just ranging, I guess, is what it's saying. So we're still in kind of a more pattern here. Still kind of just running sideways. We don't have anything. We don't have any kind of direction really picked on either way. But good morning, Terry. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, basically we're just in kind of a pattern. We're going to run sideways is kind of the idea until we get the breakout on either side. We can move on to the 1 hour now, checking that out. The 1 hour map, the key levels are clean and symmetrical. 68,045 as resistance, 0.6 score. And then it's just the daily support and resistance basically. Both have a 0.6 strength score. When shelves are clearly defined, day's true tests are simple. Price does not accept above that 68,045 or lose the daily support and turn value into overhead supply. Yeah, basically we need to break either one before we can kind of show direction. It's basically saying it's neutral. It doesn't know which way it's going to go. We're kind of watching here on the chart until we get a directional pick, and as of right now we're not really looking either direction. And that's on the 1 hour. So the other thing too is we're kind of trading in a sort of pattern here on the 1 hour too, so we really need that directional pick as well. We are below the 200 and above the 21, so that's another reason that it's probably more neutral as well. For the 4 hour, we're under both of them, so I would say just basic TA for how we kind of look at it is that is more of a bearish kind of implication there with it being below both of them, and then the 1 hour obviously is more neutral because it's in between both of them. yeah, that's kind of it for that kind of stuff. Yeah, essentially, the rest of the daily market recap is kind of just saying, we're neutral, we're trading sideways. We haven't really picked a direction either way. We're just kind of, I don't know, we're just kind of moving along, chugging along until we actually, show which way we're going to go. Yep, just break or wait. Yeah, pretty boring day, I guess. Really, we're not setting up for sure. It's not anything like crazy. There's definitely potential upside, and there's, I guess, potential downside too with the weekly moving bearish. More than likely, we'll get to the upside break. If we do break downside, it's going to be a chop morning day. There's nothing really happening. Could we continue downside? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I've definitely been wrong about the bias, I guess, before. But it could, if it does break down, it's not something that's going to be like something I just wanted to really like jump into or anything like that. Alright, hopefully y'all can hear me a little better now. I think I forgot to turn the music down from a couple live streams ago when we hit that trade. I turned it up and I had not turned it down, so yeah, hopefully y'all can hear me a little bit better. It's not quite so loud. This will probably help as well. Turning this up a little bit. Got the volume but things kind of like on the bottom of this mic, and so like I don't know why. I think it's when I like put it up and stuff, I'll like tend to kind of like turn the dial, and then it'll slowly just get like lower and lower until it's like super quiet. I don't know, just kind of happens. And it's weird because it'll be fine for like a couple days, and then I'll go to use it and I'll be like, whoa, this thing's like almost at 0 already. Yeah, we'll kind of see where we're at. Let's see. What things can we avoid today, just based off the system? Most tempting mistake is to treat that 68.45 as a sell here level, just because it's resistance, or treating that top level as a buy here support. Basically, just the typical stuff. It's basically saying don't jump in early. You want to make sure you get your setup to actually happen, the closes and everything. So don't just be jumping in just because it looks like it's going to break, just normal stuff, I guess. Nothing really too exciting or like interesting on what to avoid here. And then trader mindsets today is you're watching for acceptance and alignment, not hunting for excitement. No acceptance shows up. The win is that you stayed clean because the system already told you the environment is neutral pressure with no permission yet. Your job is to predict whether that 68.391 or 66.678 breaks first. Your job is to be emotionally indifferent until one of them is earned, and then to participate only in the direction price has actually proven. So yeah, kind of just same thing, sitting around waiting. Don't jump into anything early. We're not going to jump into anything if it doesn't set up. We're just waiting for price to kind of tell us which way we're going to go. yeah, we'll have to see what we think. Got some water today. Gotta be drinking more water, so I've been breaking it out every once in a while. Get a little drink. I think majority of the time when I've been live streaming, I normally drink like more coffee than. Well, I kind of like coffee, so like I don't know if I actually like would get up and get it, like I could drink a lot of coffee. Probably like too much coffee. So I don't know. I try to cut back and just drink the water during the live stream. Enjoy it a little bit more. But I did have some coffee this morning at breakfast. A little Italian coffee. We make basically take like an egg yolk and like whisk it up and then put your coffee in on top and then add a little splash of milk or something like that. And then no, I don't put lemon in the water. I don't know. I've seen other people do that. It's just, I don't know. Lemon. Okay, here's why I don't do it actually. I tried it for a little while, but the issue I have with it is once you put lemon in the water for whatever reason, like it's fine, you know, the first time, and then your water bottle gets this like weird, nasty smell, and like I don't know, it's just I just can't handle it, and I don't want to wash my water bottle every day, so I just end up not doing it. And sometimes it even happens like after like the first, like you put it in there and you drink it, and then like you go and fill it up and it smells like that. So apple cider vinegar, probably not either. And no, I don't drink honey out of a jar either. I mean, I don't know. That sounds good, but that's a lot of honey. Like, I don't know. Like, it's good for you and everything, but I would probably get sick. Like, just drinking honey like that. Like, oh man. I don't know. Like, it might be alright, but I don't know. Like, even just like a teaspoon of honey, like, it's a lot, you know? So, I don't know. Any of those things, like, I've definitely tried them before. Like, I put apple cider vinegar in my water. I put lemon in my water. Apple cider vinegar just makes me not want to drink water, so then I just don't end up drinking anything, which is, like, I guess not healthy. So then, yeah, that's not good. And then honey is just, yeah, like, I don't know. Honey's kind of expensive to be like just drinking it, I think, too, you know? It's better to like savor it in like something like I put honey in my coffee, so I guess it's better to just savor it like that, or have it on like I don't know, a piece of sourdough or something like that. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't know. We're about to open our 7:30 candle here in about 30 seconds. Kind of check that out here. $20 seconds. See what our 7:30 candle looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen people do that though. Used to follow Crypto Lifer a lot, and he likes to do that kind of stuff. He drinks the lemon water, or he used to at least. I don't know if he does anymore. I haven't looked at his stuff in a while. But drinks a little lemon water. I think he does apple cider vinegar. I don't know about that one actually. He does drink honey though. He has like a little jar on his desk and just drink it during the stream. Yeah, that's I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've ever tried just drinking straight up honey. But I mean, the closest thing I've probably come to it is, you know, the little like honey straws that you get. It'd probably be the closest thing that I've kind of had with in terms of like just eating honey like that. And those are pretty good, like, but also those are kind of flavored typically. Like, I mean, I've had the ones that are just honey, but they also like have stuff in them that make them taste like, you know, oranges, or like it makes it's like strawberry, or I don't know, like they have all the different flavors. Yeah, they're good. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know if I could drink like a whole swallow of just honey. That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, the hard thing right now is we just broke down below that daily resistance. So we kind of gotta get a little bit of oomph to kind of reclaim it there and stay above it. And maybe, I guess, as I'm talking about it, it's coming. But yeah, we have to kind of break above it and stay above it. There we go. Above it a little bit. I don't know. You all have to let me know in the comments, I guess, what's your favorite like weird health thing. I've actually tried quite a bit of like weird health things. Like, I don't know. Like one time we saw like this shake thing on. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this, but it's called Bondi. It's like, they might actually have a show, but I've just seen it on YouTube. Basically, like, it's like Bondi Beach, like, I think it's in Australia, but it's like the lifeguards, basically daily stuff, which I'm sure, like, some of it is geared more towards, like, entertainment value, you know, but, anyways, they went to some island, like, they all took a trip to somewhere else and kind of, like, I guess just kind of, like, networked in a way, and, like, we're seeing what the people on the island like did for lifeguarding, and like how the lifeguards were there and stuff like that. And I want to say like one of them was actually going to come over and like work with them, and so like they were over there talking to them or something. I don't remember. But they were kind of like taking a tour, like walking around, seeing the island and stuff. And like there's this guy like that they ran into that was making like this shake thing. I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, basically he was making like little like shake, and basically like the island people were like, oh yeah, this stuff's like really good for you, like you need to have this. And it was like an egg with I think it was like a full orange, and then there's a lemon juice in there. I want to say you put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in, but I don't remember that. We might have just added that. And then you put, I think you put a little bit of orange juice in there too, and then honey to like sweeten it a little bit. And like we tried that for a while. It's actually pretty good as far as like health stuff goes. Okay, I don't know how like healthy it was for you, but like it tasted pretty good, because like a lot of like health stuff, you know, is pretty nasty stuff. It's like stuff you just kind of like down, and then, you know, it's not like pleasant. It's just you just down it so you feel better. But yeah, we used to make that all the time, and then we got a little more crazy with it. We made this shake. It was so bad. Like, it was one of those things we made it. Like, I don't even remember what we put in it now, but like, oh man, that stuff was like rancid. I honestly don't even remember what's in it. It was like all that stuff plus some extra stuff. Yeah, I don't even remember, but I just remember like you'd get like a big jug of it, or a big like cup of it or whatever, and like basically you just have to down it. Like it was one of those things you like pinch your nose and down it, and like at first it was kind of just like ugh, and that was nasty, and then like it kept getting more and more like like I'm gonna puke, like, and then like I think the last time we took it, like we drank it, I was just like, oh man, there's no way, like I'm literally gonna puke if we have this again, like because it just got to the point where you're just chucking it, and then you're like, you know, like just holding it back, like, oh man, I'm gonna puke. So I don't know. That was probably the worst health thing we did. I'm sure it was good for you. Like all the stuff that was in there was good for you. It just did not taste good. I mean, from what I remember, it was pretty close to the same ingredients. I know we added something else. I think we added blueberries, I want to say, because it was more of like a blue tint. And then I know we did the whole orange. We did apple cider vinegar definitely in there. I want to say we put peanut butter in it, like a little bit, which probably isn't like the best part of it. It's probably not that good. We were thinking like, you know, protein, but peanut butter actually has like a lot of sugar and stuff in it. So maybe if you like homemade the peanut butter or use like a different kind of nut butter, might be not too bad. We did that, and then what else did we do? We I don't even know what else we added. Yeah, it was nasty though. Disgusting. We got about another 10 minutes or so, 7 minutes or so on this candle before see that close, see where we go. Once we get this closed, then we can kind of see where price action is going to be for today. Basically, the idea is right here on the 730 candle. This is for the Predator system. You kind of mark the the high and the low here. And obviously, like, you don't want to do it when the candle's forming. You want to do it after. The indicator we have will actually kind of like sets them and then moves them as price moves, and then it'll extend the lines to the side. I almost burped. Extend the lines to the side here once it gets done, and then we'll be able to see them a little better. But the idea though is you set those once the 730 candle closes, and then you want to see price action break really either side. It depends on kind of which way you're leaning more today. Today I would be leaning more bullish. If it doesn't go bullish, I would probably just not jump into it at all, just because you see with the bullish side, you got the resistance under the price action here, and then you also see the drop here all the way down to the level there, and that just means that we're more than likely going to get an actual pretty good breakup to the upside. If you see it break down, then it'll be the opposite, you know. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see as we kind of move on into it. Another 5 minutes or so. Get the breakdown. Yeah, we're hoping to get that breakout here. Ugh. A little bit on the tired side today. Another 3.5 minutes till close. Need a little more water, I guess. You know, cold water actually helps you wake up. Somebody told me one time you can like sip on cold water. Makes you stay awake. I don't think that's true though. I like tried it for a while, but I don't know. It sort of does, but only lasts like 2 seconds. So then, like, it's like you take the drink of water and you're like, like I'm awake, and then it's like, oh man, I'm tired again. Like it doesn't work that long, so I don't know. The person that told me probably just trying to get me to drink more water or something. It was like my gym teacher or something in high school. I think what helps more than that actually is probably just like splashing it on your face. You splash cold water on your face, or take like a cold shower. Woo, then you wake up real fast. Especially if it's like pretty cold. It's supposed to be good for you though, taking a cold shower. Got another 2 minutes or so. Another 2 minutes, get the close, and then we'll see which way we break out. If we break out to the upside, break out to the downside. Just a little bit of price action watching here. Yeah. Yep. Normal trading day. A lot of trading is just straight patience. You're just waiting around watching price action. I guess if I was sitting here in like, if I wasn't on the live, like, I probably wouldn't really be watching the candles. I'd probably be doing something. Like, you can always do other stuff. And like, I mean, you got to be like in present, like you're not doing stuff like you're not going to go like, I don't know, you're not going to go for like a run, or you're not going to go like hiking on a trail or something. Like, you're going to do stuff that's like around your computer, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like, it depends on what you're interested in, I guess. And but you could do just basic like hobbies and just enjoy kind of, the time in between. Like, I don't know, I know certain people play like video games, and they'll play video games and then trade and at the same time. You just want to make sure, like, whatever you do, like for video games, I guess, for example, if you're going to play video games, you need to kind of be able to like play a game where you could turn it off and then watch price action if you need to, or like do something with price action. There you go. There's a predator high and low. Predator high is like right under the breakout range. Predator lows about 0.5. So what's that? 67,555. And then we got 68,251. So yeah, I could break either way. And we could get the breakdown here. Like we said, though, even if you get the breakdown, it's not going to be a big move. So we're just going to be kind of watching it. Everything is good for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you hear all the time. Yeah, I don't know. You get into health stuff and it's like crazy. Like, people are all over. Like, there's people on YouTube, you know, that they literally, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they do it, but I mean, there's like go look up like a competition eater, or I don't know what they call them. Like, you know, somebody who like their YouTube channel is just them eating like really, really big meals. And like, look at them, like they're all pretty fit. It's like, what? And they're like, you watch them, they're eating junk too. Like they eat probably the worst food for you, and they still are pretty fit. Now, doesn't mean they're healthy. I don't know. It does mean they're fit, I guess. But I don't know if they're healthy per se, like on the inside. But, you know, like, there's all these other people, and, like, some of them, like, you kind of question, like, are you really doing that, you know, or are you just, like, faking it, like, you, in the background, you're actually, like, doing this or that, and, like, something that's, like, actually healthy for you, and then on your channel, you're like, yeah, I eat a bunch, like all these, like, influencers for, like, that are all, I don't know, like, workout people, they always, like, do all the protein powder and stuff like that, but I don't know, the protein powder's hard too because it's got all its own stuff, and you know, like there's a whole, like, there's two sides to everything, I guess. Two sides on that issue. You know, there's people that like it, there's people that are like completely against it. I mean, I would lean more to the maybe against this side because it's just more. There's so much sugar in those and like so much different things. I think there's good protein powder, but like protein powder, I would say is more just like straight beef collagen, because like a lot of the like protein powder at stores is more like really high sugar. It's supposed to like taste good. That's the whole idea. And you know, it's got protein in it for sure. It's just not. You get like a whole bunch of other stuff on top of the sugar or on top of the protein powder that you're looking for. So, I don't know. It's all got its own stuff, you know. Just kind of interesting there. But yeah, all health stuff's like that. I mean, here's what I kind of think happens is a lot of times like it starts off as like a good trend, you know, like people actually are finding something like healthy and like they start doing it, and then I think like businesses and stuff get into it and they're like, oh well, nobody likes this like nasty stuff, so we'll make like this good, like for protein powder for example, maybe it started off as it's just protein powder, and then somebody was like, oh dude, this stuff's nasty, like let's make it actually taste good. And so then they do it, and then like 10 other companies decide to do that too, and then soon enough like all the shelves are full of just protein powder with like a ton of sugar and stuff in it, and then it also like gets expensive too, you know. Like I think keto was that way too, like everybody was like on the keto. It's actually pretty good, and like I don't know, I saw a lot of people like have some benefits from it, and then like all these things like got into like, oh, keto friendly this, keto friendly that, and when you look at it, it's like it passes it as keto friendly, but it's not really keto friendly. So like it passes in like, I don't know, the most like simple way, I guess. Like it's really doesn't pass. It's just that's, I don't know, you know, like it's just the health industry, I guess. Crazy. It's the best place to get some money, or one of the best industries for like money wise, because I don't know, people stress a lot about their health. But yeah, like Spirit Maker's saying, trading and health do go hand in hand. You want to be having yourself like, I don't know, like it just seems like the more you take care of yourself, the better your like mind is kind of, and the better you can kind of see the charts more clearly, and yeah, just I don't know, you just think more clearly, you're just better at it. And then also, like, you know, there's all this other benefits of like mood and stuff. Like working out actually releases like a lot of, I think it's dopamine in your system, and especially like afterwards. And it might actually not be dopamine, it's something else. But whatever it is, it's like a longer lasting chemical. So like you, I don't know, you just feel good after you work out. I mean, obviously when you're working out, you might not feel that good, but afterwards you feel good, and you got, I don't know, you're just like ready to go. And that helps with trading too, because then your attitude's good, you know, you're ready to go. It's just all the basic stuff. And I mean, you can dive like really, really deep into it and be like, oh, I got to do all this stuff. Most of what's going to help you though in trading is actually like learning TA and stuff. If you don't know that, you're not going to know anything. But it is definitely helpful to have like a good health, and keep yourself in shape, keep yourself like ready to, I don't know, like ready to go, be healthy, and be up there. I don't know, and in all of it kind of has like weird mental like additions to it. Like, I don't know, there was a TED talk I watched one time about, I think it was a TED talk, but it's this guy talking about, he's like a military guy, and he was saying like he was basically just talking about how good it is to like make your bed, and he was just kind of rambling on about like making your bed. They're just, basically what he was saying is like when you make your bed, you, in the morning, like once you get up, that's like the first thing you do is just make your bed. Basically what happens is you have a task for the morning, you complete your task, which basically causes you to feel like happy or like enjoyment, because you know, like you've done a task for the day, and then your brain kind of seeks that out, is the idea. So like throughout the day you're seeking out like, how can I continue to complete tasks and do better, and like, yeah, like check things off the list kind of thing. And so then like more than likely you're going to be more productive that day, just because you're, yeah, completing more tasks and doing stuff like that. So I don't know, interesting concept. I think it can kind of happen with anything. Like, I don't know, you could say that about anything. Like, you know, wearing the right clothes, like just changing into something more productive. And it's just kind of how it is, you know, like you just change a little bit and changes that kind of stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. Just interesting kind of what goes into like health and stuff like that. Spearmaker says he wonders if day traders have more heart attacks due to stress. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting question. It'd be almost like worth asking like AI to see like what if that's even true. Like, I wonder if that is. Kind of goes into it. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. Like, it's hard because it is pretty stressful, but also like it's not stressful if you're following your system, you know. So there's definitely a possibility that it would, but also, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I also feel like it could be less stressful too, just because, like, I guess look at it this way. Like, you got high stress for like a short duration of time if you're day trading, because like typically you get done day trading like, I don't know, by 12 o'clock you're pretty much done for the day if you're just day trading. So And like, you know, some days it goes a little later, some days it doesn't. But like the stressful part is only like so much of that time. Like right now it's not stressful, right? Like we're just sitting around waiting to get in. And then even when we take the trade, like, is it really stressful if you're just following the system? I don't know. I would say no. So I don't know. There's definitely a possibility. If you are like more stressed about it though, then I guess it would just, I would think of it as more like high stress for a limited amount of time, and then, you know, that's it. So I don't know. Let's take all the gains and do study on it. All gains. What do you mean, Terry? What do you want to see? All gains? Like all gains from when? I don't know, you have to tell me. You have to let me know. What do you think? Like what do you mean all gains from when? Like you want to see like all the gains we've ever made and then like study it, or like do you want, I don't know. I don't know what you're asking, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the heart attack thing, Spirit Maker. We have to do a little research on that. See what other people are kind of looking at. Yeah, we're still waiting for that price action to break all the gains from trading. Yeah, all the gains from trading, like when, like the last month or so, or like last year. I mean, breaking it down a little bit. I don't know, on the channel, we took in a couple trades the last couple weeks. Kind of looked at it, and we'll zoom out a little bit. But I mean, we took that trade yesterday. We took a little bit of a short. Didn't end up making too much just because of, how price action kind of played out. But basically, we got the breakdown, broke through our level, and then we jumped in, took a little bit of a trade down. We actually ended up basically getting stopped out at even, just because it wasn't like that great of a trade. Like I was saying, the market's in that rotational kind of direction shift kind of right now. So yeah, we basically pulled our stop down to 0 once we got down a little bit, and we ended up getting stopped out at around 0. I don't know. The hard thing is like a lot of when we build these are like off of the lines. So like every day we're going to move our lines, we move our things. We use Kabroda.com to set it up every day so it changes. And because of that, like finding the trades for like, you know, the day before, 2 days before becomes like harder and harder. The only thing I guess you could do is go back and look at, okay, on Tuesday we'll look at 8:45. So this day was junk, from what I remember. Then Monday 8:45. Got top and bottom. We got the breakout. So this day we could have traded it to the upside. See, the hard thing though is I don't remember exactly where all of the levels were here. So I know we got in. I don't know. We'll say we got in like somewhere around there. This would be the 7:30 candle. So right there. We would have made like a 1-to-1 there, just based off of our TA and stuff here today. And you know, that's just where it's at, I guess. That's where we could kind of be. That's where we would have took it, I guess, for that day. So 1-to-1, not too bad. the best trade that we've had lately, because there's been a couple of little trades throughout here, just nothing great. Best trade that we've been talking about was this drop to 60K. We called it right on the dot. I believe it was right here, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is where we got in. We basically got in on something like this. We had our 7, and let's reverse this. We got in somewhere like right here. We posted this on our X account, so if you don't believe me, you know, in the live, you can go ahead and check it out on our X account. There's a link in the description. But basically, we had our candles here, so we set up our stop sort of like that. We might have gotten a little bit lower, like here somewhere. Something like that. Set up our stop right there above the 7:30 30-minute candle. So, you know, I just kind of using the two 15-minute candles and judging where that is. So it'd be right there somewhere. Basically jumped into that, though. We took it down. I believe we got out of it like right about there, around that 63,000 range, 63 something thousand range. It might have been just 63 flat. We were actually looking at taking it down to 60K that day. If you go back and watch the live for that day, we were talking about taking it down there. We didn't end up holding it because we saw a little bit of resistance right there, and we are kind of just like, all right, we'll take the gains. You know, 6-1, not too bad. That's actually a pretty good gain for the day. So we took that, and unfortunately, we did actually break down to 60K, which would have been a crazy move. You know, 10-1 would have been insane if we broke down all the way to there. But we didn't end up. Yeah, we didn't end up taking it. It would have been a hard pull too, because, I mean, this candle is like insanely fast. Like, let's break it down on the 5-minute. Let's see. We zoom out a little bit, go back here. Like 1, 2, 3, like 4 candles after you broke that. It not even like technically this is the break. So 1, 2, 3 candles, and you hit the bottom on the 50. So a 15-minute time span, you hit the bottom, and then in 15 minutes from then, you were already back up. So a 30-minute little drop and come back, and you got that dip. So pretty crazy. If you weren't watching, like, it would have been hard to pull that. Like, I don't know. And obviously, like, we had our target there. That's what we were looking for. To have more heart attacks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we couldn't do that. Oh, you're saying take the gains from trading and fund the study. Yeah. Yeah, we could. Yeah, there we go. That's the trade that we took, about a 621, just on that 63,000 range. So pretty crazy move there. That was one of our better trades. You know, the one thing with that though is the direction was there, because after that we broke to the upside a little bit, kind of came out of that V shape there, but in reality we're kind of just sitting sideways now because we kind of lost our like that was kind of the bottom there. Like we basically set the bottom. And this is something we learned a long time ago, like little pattern, pretty crazy little pattern actually. But basically what you do, and this one's definitely not perfect, but essentially you got the spike down, which I would say probably this here is a spike down. You spike up, and then you spike way down, like hard and fast. And you could even say it's right here, like spike down even harder, and it could be that actually. Okay, never mind, I lied. It's right here. So you get the spike, and then we spike down hard. And you can see the divergence that it's creating right there. Basically, that told us that we were going to get the break up. And we broke up and went through this level. So I guess technically we need to come up and clear this level. Just based off TA. One thing interesting I just kind of noticed as we were looking at the chart here too is this is looking like I believe, or no, I don't remember. Adam and Eve. I don't remember which one's which, but even Adam and Eve, one of the ways. Basically, we got the spike here, and then you're seeing that cup kind of form, and then after that, typically you shoot to the upside. So kind of interesting. We're forming a little bit of, we formed our bottom, right? And that's what we're saying. This is the bottom. So we kind of formed it, and now we're making that cup out. So will we see price kind of curl and continue to the upside? Maybe. There's a possibility there. We are getting a little bit of a breakdown here on our lower time frames. One cool thing too, just in case you guys haven't noticed on TradingView, if you're like in the drawing thing, right, and like it's really annoying because like you're like, oh, I want to move chart over a little bit, and so like you click to drag and you end up drawing again, right? If you left click or right click, sorry, if you right click, it takes you right back to the mouse, and then you can click and drag again. And I bet there's a speed key for the brush. I just don't know it. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, no, there's no speed key for the brush. I lied. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's really it for the stream. So we're just gonna kind of continue watching this today. We're looking for the break to the upside. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen earlier today. It could happen here in a little bit. We'll get the break to the upside. Especially like yesterday. Where was it? Yeah, yesterday we saw that kind of happen. We broke to the upside, or tried to at least, and then we came down and broke down to the downside. I believe we actually like just came up and hit the top of the pattern and then broke down. So maybe we'll see the opposite today. We'll hit the bottom and then spike to the upside. I don't know. We'll see. We're just going to have to continue watching it. Fear and Greed is down to 5. Oof, that is insanely low. So yeah, like just proves we're at a bottom here. Like I don't think we're going any lower. This is kind of the end of it. 5 I think is probably the lowest score we've ever had on Fear and Greed Index. So I don't know. We'll have to just kind of check it out, see what happens there as we continue on. But in all reality, we're really looking for the breakup today. See if we can break our predator high and our breakout level, and see if we can continue to the upside. Yeah, and I would say upside is more likely for today. Like I said, the way the levels are set up, you don't want to break to the downside today. So, and if we do, it's just not something that I would be looking at, is basically what I'm saying. Doesn't mean other people can't trade it, but based off our system, it's basically telling us the trade is going to be junk if we go to the downside. We could break down. It's just going to be a junky trade. So yeah, we're looking for that upside. Don't get the upside today, then we'll probably just be sitting out of the market. But yeah, we got a live stream tomorrow, so if you guys are interested, please check us out again. Jump back in, and we'll see where the levels are tomorrow. Maybe the setup will be a little bit better. We'll be able to jump into something then, hopefully. But like we said, kind of slow week, you know. So yeah, just like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can jump in. So you can jump into our different streams and stuff like that. Stay up to date with us. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. So glad y'all joined, and yeah, we'll catch y'all. Oh wait, today is Thursday. My bad. We do not have a live stream tomorrow. We have a live stream next Tuesday, so if you want to jump into that, we will have a live stream next Tuesday. I was thinking it's Wednesday for some reason. But yeah, we'll catch y'all then, so just make sure, especially then, that you hit that bell notification, because yeah, you want to remember we're back on Tuesday, so you can catch what the market's doing. Definitely see what does this weekend. We'll see what the market looks like. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day to y'all. Have a good weekend, and happy trading. We'll catch y'all next week.